What's up, Interweb? RhyQuinn here, and welcome to week number 3 of the Battle SubLeague. This match is against Youngster Joey. Now, this is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Currently, while I'm recording this, Joey hasn't actually done his week 2 match. I'm kind of in advance making this team, so I don't know how he's done week 2. I know he lost 4-0 to Jordanez in week 1. I managed to win both my week 1 and my week 2 matches, so we're sitting nice and powerful with a 2-0 right now. Let's see if we can keep this going to a 3-0. So this should be a really fun match. I'm going to go ahead and go for the team analysis, but as always, you can skip ahead to the battle by clicking the annotation on the video right now. It'll take you straight to the battle if you don't want to hear me ramble for a considerable amount of time about my team. But if you want to stick around, then I've got some cool graphics going on. You'll see them fly around all over the place right now. Yeah, I'll take you through my team. Apologies for wearing the beanie again. I've been wearing this all day, and my hair is kind of ridiculous, so that's why I'm wearing it. Oh god, that's disgusting. So that's why I'm wearing the beanie. So, let's go ahead and get right on with the team. First off, looking at Youngster Joey's team, his team is extremely threatening. He has some huge threats on his side in the form of Gliscor, Ferrothorn, I can't remember the order it's in, but Gliscor, Ferrothorn, Mismagius, Mesprit, Entei, Kingdra, and Mega Charizard Y. It's his team. Very powerful. Again, I'm going to be looking at my computer and not the camera. Apologies, but I have everything written down there. So, his team is extremely powerful. Like, ridiculous amounts. And it's not going to be fun to try and take this thing down, but I feel like I've prepared fairly well, I think. I think I've identified a couple of weaknesses that he has, and I'm going to exploit them. So, first things first, I saw he has a Ferrothorn, and I have a Magnezone, so I was like, well, I know the first Pokemon I'm bringing to this match. So the first Pokemon I'm bringing is my Magnezone. I am going to be running Magnet Pull on this one this week. Choice Scarf, Magnezone, Magnet Pull, made for the Ferrothorn. That's his job, Ferrothorn. I'm running 52 HP, 252 special attack, and 204 speed, timid nature with hidden power fire, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, and Thunderbolt. Now the reason I have done that speed investment as it is because like that I will also outspeed Mega Charizard Y, and I can fire off a Volt Switch or a Thunderbolt to him, whatever I feel like. It's going to be pretty damn powerful. It's not like a Specs or Analytic or anything like that, but that's still, you know, either base 70 stab for Volt Switch or base 90 stab for Thunderbolt. And if he takes Stealth Rock damage, which I'm hoping to set up, then a Volt Switch will kill him. So I'll outspeed Mega Charizard Y. So that's what that's there for. And Flash Cannon just for stab, just in case. Just if I want to get some chip damage on something. I say chip damage, that's powerful damage. If I want to put a dent in something, that's what Magnezone is there for. The next poke I'm going to be bringing is Manaphy again. And this time, finally, in week 3, I'm actually going to be running a Tail Glow set. Finally, I'm running a Life Orb Tail Glow set. I realize Tail Glow can put in a lot of work against Joey's team. So I'm obviously running Hydration, this is only ability. I'm running 4 on HP, 252 special attack, 252 speed, timid. And I'm running Signal Beam, Surf, Dazzling Gleam, and Tail Glow. The Signal Beam is for Mesprit. The Surf is for Gliscor, Entei, and Charizard Y, and the Dazzling Gleam is for Kingdra. I'm outspared by Mismagius, that's why I didn't prepare for it. Prepared for it in other ways on other Pokemon. Although Mismagius I don't think can one-shot me with anything unless it's Specs. I think I count that right. Yeah, I don't think he can one-shot me with like a Thunderbolt unless it's Specs. So I can do some decent damage to him with a +3 Surf or whatever. So yeah, I can OHKO, Gliscor, Entei, and Charizard Y after a Tail Glow. Even if Charizard Y gets up the sun, I still OHKO it with a Surf after a Tail Glow. OHKO the Kingdra with a Dazzling Gleam. I don't OHKO Mesprit. I think it does about 80% to especially defensive Mesprit, something like that. But yeah, it's still a good amount of damage, and if it's not especially defensive, it's gonna probably kill it. So yeah, Manaphy can hopefully sweep a few pokes, and he outspeeds, obviously it's 252 speed, timid, he outspeeds Mesprit, Gliscor, Entei. It's a speed type with Charizard Y if it's also max speed invested in timid, and he outspeeds Kingdra. So he can just sweep those, no problem. If I can get up one Tail Glow, I sweep all those Pokemon, no problem. Unless, of course, they're Scarfed. That's the only way they're going to outspeed is if they're Scarfed. Next, after that, I'm going to be bringing RhyQuinn. This is another physically defensive RhyQuinn I'm going to be bringing this time. With Solid Rock as his ability, with Leftovers, with 252 HP, 4 attack, 252 defense, Impish Nature, Stealth Rock, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Dragon Tail. He is there for Stealth Rocks. That's his only job. Once he gets up Stealth Rock, he's done. I'm going to lead with RhyQuinn. I'm going to get up Stealth Rocks. The only way I am not going to get set up Stealth Rocks on the first turn is if he leads with Kingdra. I will switch into Mew. Spoilers, I'm bringing Mew. I'm going to lead with him and set up Stealth Rocks. I can eat up a... I think it was a... It doesn't matter, I outspeed Ferrothorn anyway. I was going to say a Choice Banded Power Whip, but that's not right. I don't live a Choice Banded Power Whip. If it was a Power Whip, not Choice Banded, I do live it, but that's besides the point, because I outspeed Ferrothorn anyway. So the only way I'm not going to get up Stealth Rocks on the first turn is through possibly Mesprit Energy Ball, I think. If it leaves with Mesprit, probably switch into Mew. And Mew also has Stealth Rocks, by the way. Again, spoilers. So I have two ways to set up Stealth Rocks, and I'm going to get up Stealth Rocks as soon as humanly possible. He doesn't have a spinner. He cannot get rid of them, and they are super important for Charizard Y, and generally to break any potential focus sashes, and just generally to help wear his team down. But they are crucial. Crucial to my plan on this one. And then Rock Slide, Earthquake for coverage, and Dragon Tail just to switch things up, pretty much. Don't know if I'm going to be using Dragon Tail. Probably not, but I just wanted it there just in case. Next Pokemon I'm going to be bringing is my Mega Gallade. He is here, and he is another sweeper today. We got a jolly Mega Gallade, 4 HP, 252 attack, 252 speed, justified as his ability before Megas, then Inner Focus once it does. And I'm bringing Swords Dance, Shadow Sneak, Knockoff, and Drain Punch. Now, Mega Gallade can potentially sweep his entire team other than Gliscor. I outspeed everything that's not Scarfed. Everything on his entire team, I outspeed it if it's not Scarfed. If I can get up one Swords Dance and Stealth Rocks, I can Shadow Sneak Charizard Y and kill it. I can knock off Mismagius and Mesprit and OHKO them. I can Drain Punch the Ferrothorn if it's not dead, which it should be from Magnezone anyway. I can, Drain Punch the Ferrothorn, and it has a chance, on a max physically defensive Ferrothorn, it has a chance to OHKO at +2. I can kill the Entei, there's a chance to OHKO with the Drain Punch. And I can OHKO the Kingdra with a Drain Punch. That's basically his entire team, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the only poke is Gliscor, who I can take down through Manaphy Surf, and I also have one other thing that's about to come up to take down Gliscor. Once he's done that, Mega Gallade can sweep. He outspeeds everything. 252 speed, jolly. Base 110 speed, I outspeed everything. His highest base speed on his team is base 100. So, as long as it's not Scarfed, and if it is Scarfed, I have Knockoff. So hopefully, they don't kill me, and I can knock off, and then I can Drain Punch something else and get all my health back. That is what I'm thinking, or I'm hoping. Mega Gallade puts in the finest of work in this match. That's what I'm hoping. The fifth Pokemon I'm bringing to this team is Zapdos. I'm bringing a Choice Specs Zapdos because I felt like it. I wanted some power because why the hell not? Like I don't have enough power already. I'm just going pretty much offensive on this team. Choice Specs Zapdos. That is a one powerful Volt Switch. Choice Specs Zapdos. Pressurized ability, 252 special attack, 252 speed, 4 HP. Modest nature. I went modest instead of timid. I don't know why. I possibly could have gone timid because I'm base 100, so I could have potentially outsped a couple of things. But I'm just going to go modest because why the hell not? I'm going to go for Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Heat Wave, and Hidden Power Ice. HP Ice for Gliscor. There's no way he can take that. Heat Wave. Why did I do Heat Wave again? No idea. Coverage. Volt Switch because it's powerful. And Thunderbolt is just going to be wrecking. Choice Specs Thunderbolt from a Zapdos. GG. And the last poke I am going to be bringing is Mew, as I said before. This is kind of an extra Pokemon. I just wanted a special defensive Pokemon that could eat special hits. That's about it. That's all I need him for. So I didn't really know what set to give him. I just wanted him to eat hits up. So what I went with, I'm going to give him the Damp Rock. You'll see in a second why. And obviously synchronized, 252 HP, 4 defense, and 252 special defense. And I'm going to give him Rain Dance, Toxic, Stealth Rock, and Roost. So Rain Dance, if Zard Y comes in and sets up Sun, I don't feel like having the Sun up. I'd much rather have Rain for Mana Fee. So I'm going to go for a Rain Dance and try and get rid of the Sun after Mega Charizard Y's come in. But I can already kill it with a Surf. But on other pokes, if I want to hit it with a nice and powerful Surf, I'm not going to be able to, because the Sun is going to be there and it's not going to be as powerful. So I'd much rather get a Rain Dance up, and then Surf is just going to be destroying everything. A Rain boosted Tail Glow Surf from a Mana Fee, like, Jesus. I have Toxic just if I want to stall something. I don't know, if one of my pokes unexpectedly dies and I don't really have a way to deal with anything. Stall with Toxic. I have Stealth Rocks because it's a backup. If I can't get them up with Rhyperia, I need to get them up with Mew as soon as humanly possible. And Mew is specially defensive, so I can eat up special hits. He has, the vast majority of his team is special attacking. He only has Gliscor and Entei, which are physical attackers. Everything else is special. So Mew, I think, is going to come in handy. And I have the Roost, get some HP back. Would have given him leftovers, but Rhyperia has leftovers, and it's more important for Rhyperia to have leftovers in this case. So, yeah, Roost to get HP back. Toxic Stall, Stealth Rocks, Rain Dance, because I don't feel like having the rain around. I don't feel like having the sun around, even. So basically, my mindset, my game plan going into this is lead with Rhyperia, get up Stealth Rocks, then set up a Tail Glow on Mana Fee or a Swords Dance on Gallade, sweep, game. Like, that's it. Oh, and take out Ferrothorn with my Magnezone. Like, that's about it. Yeah, I just want to get up the Stealth Rocks first, take out the Ferrothorn with Magnezone, and my team sweeps. That's the plan. And I have a physically defensive wall in Rhyperia, and I have a special defensive wall in Mew. So I'm hoping, with enough switching and maneuvering around and being able to take hits, I can get into a position where I can trap the Ferrothorn, take it out with Magnezone, and then I can get in a position to set up a Tail Glow or a Swords Dance, and then, boom, his team is done for. That is what I'm hoping anyway. I don't know if it's going to work, and it probably won't because I've overlooked something, no doubt. But anyway, I will see you guys in the match. I don't know when it's going to be because I'm recording this really early. Like, the Week 2 recap hasn't even gone up yet or anything. The only Week 2 match that's actually happened is me versus Bits. I've just made this team really early, and I just felt like recording the team analysis because I like doing these things as soon as I made the team. So, I'll see you guys in a few days, probably, once I've got the match, but obviously stick around for the next, like, 30 seconds, and we'll be here with the match against Youngster Joey. I'm looking forward to this one. See you guys in a few seconds. Alright, we are here with the match against Joey. So, I seem pretty confident in that team analysis watching that back. I was pretty confident I had a plan, had a good plan. Let's see how that pays off. I did actually change my mind from my team analysis to the actual battle. I changed my mind about leading with Rhyperia because there were too many things that could kill it. I didn't think about Miss Magius Energy Ball, Mesprit Energy Ball, Kingdra doing a Hydro Pump. There were too many things. So I changed my mind, and I'm actually going to end up leading with Mew. So let's get right into it. Let's see what happens. I was also kind of... He's a Swing of Charms, there's a Flash. He actually leads with Charizard right there. And as I said, I'm not leading with Mew. I was kind of hoping he didn't. I thought he might, possibly predicting Stealth Rocks to come up early. So he's going to go ahead and Mega. I know I can take a Fire Blast, and I'm just going to go straight for a Rain Dance at first, just to get rid of that Sun that he's just set up. I know I can take one Fire Blast, so that's absolutely fine, and I can roost off the damage, so that's absolutely fine with me. So he does go Mega. There's the Fire Blast with the badass animation. It's going to hit. Boom. And Mew takes a butt ton of damage, and he gets the burn, which is so frustrating because, one, the Synchronize doesn't burn him back. Two, the Rain Dance is going to come in, which means his Fire Blasts are going to do nothing. But after the burn damage, I still can't take a Fire Blast in the rain. And I think if I didn't have the burn damage, I probably could have, and I could have roosted it off. But as it is, I'm going to have to switch out. I'm going to go into Mana Fee because he can't go for a Solar Beam. It's going to take 2 turns nowadays. Now that the rain's up. He ends up going for another Fire Blast and misses, which is fine. I'm going to go for a Tail Glow, realizing he can't do anything to me, possibly predicting a switch out. But he just stays in, goes for a Hidden Power. I was like, oh god, what Hidden Power is this? And it turns out to be neutral, so I don't know what it was. But now I'm going to go for a Surf. I possibly should have, maybe could have gone for another Tail Glow, got up to +6. That could have been a thing. I'm going to lose some HP. He's going to bring in Ferrothorn. at this point, and I know I can't do anything, which is kind of, I didn't really want to go for a Tail Glow because I realized I can't do anything for Ferrothorn, so I have to switch out. I'm going to go into Magnezone. I realize at this point, HP Fire in the Rain, it's going to do nothing. I did not think of this. He's going to go for a Power Whip, and that's going to do nothing to Magnezone. I'm just going to trap him anyway in Magnezone and just go HP Fires and try and, you know, deal some damage that way. I see that's probably going to be about a 4-hit KO. He's going to go for a knockoff, though. Knock off my Choice Scarf. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know Ferrothorn got knockoff. This is crazy. And he has a leftover, so slowing him down with HP Fire is going to be ridiculously hard. Pause. And I'm going to go for another one. I'm thinking Ferrothorn can't do anything, so I'm just going to keep him here. And he goes for the spikes. I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Like, I do not want spikes on my side. I can't get rid of them. There's no way I can have spikes on my side. It's going to be awful if they're there. So now I'm going to go for a Volt Switch. Get out of here. It's kind of good he knocked off my Scarf. Gives me the freedom to go for a Volt Switch right now. I'm going to switch out and go into Gallade. I know he's going to go for another layer of spikes right now. So I'm going to go into Gallade. And I can kill this thing with a Drain Punch. Possibly set up a Swords Dance. Wasn't quite sure, but I just know that I wanted Gallade in before he set up like 3 layers of spikes, because that would have been crazy. So the rain stops at this point, which isn't a huge deal. I do have the capability to get up again, although Mew is really hurt and I want him to get back up to full HP at some point. I'm going to go Mega Hit. I'm going to get greedy and go for a Swords Dance, which was a bad play. I should have just killed this Ferrothorn with a Drain Punch. But I'm going to get greedy and go for a Swords Dance, which was kind of dumb because I knew Gliscor could come in and just wall me, so I don't really know why I did that. I should not have gone for the Swords Dance at all. Definitely should have just gone for the Drain Punch, which gives him the opportunity to go for a Toxic, which is going to poison my Mega Gallade, which really sucks. It's not like a huge deal, but it is going to stop my... it's going to hinder my sweeping capabilities, pretty much. So now I'm going to go for a Drain Punch and kill this Ferrothorn, because I don't want him doing any more crazy things. I know I've seen like most of his moveset, if not all of it, but yeah, I just need to kill that thing. Ferrothorn's going to go down, and Mega Gallade is going to pick up a kill, which is very nice indeed. And I know at this point he can just bring in Gliscor, and I'm walled by it. So he is going to end up bringing in the Gliscor, and I'm going to go ahead and switch on out into my Zapdos, thinking that he can't do anything. Not sure what he'd want to do particularly, like Toxic something, or maybe Substitute or something, I don't know. But I'm just going to go into Zapdos because I do have the HP Ice on there. So I switch in Zapdos as he goes for a Tailwind. I was just like, what? Tailwind? That just ruins all of my plans. My whole idea is to outspeed his entire team, and if he has a Tailwind, I'm screwed. Absolutely screwed. And then he goes for the Rain Dance, and I was like, oh, I realized at this point, Swift Swim Kingdra! I knew I overlooked something. Huge, huge oversight on my part. Swift Swim Kingdra can sweep my entire team, so I got so worried at this point. I'm going to get off the HP Ice and kill the Gliscor. So I thought, I can stall out the Rain turns, and the Rain's not going to be up anymore, so that'll be fine. He brings in Kingdra, misses his first Hydro Pump as I go for another HP Ice. I'm Spec, so I'm locked into it. Go for an HP Ice, which is going to do a decent amount of damage to that Kingdra. He's going to go for another Hydro, and he's going to take out my Zapdos, which is okay, honestly, because I just need to stall these rains out, these rain turns out. I can't do anything else about it. See, he's Life Orb, his Tailwind peters out, which doesn't matter if he's Swift Swim. I'm going to bring in Manaphy, thinking I could probably live a Hydro, and I'm going to be able to get off a Dazzling Gleam and kill this Kingdra. That's what I'm hoping, and he goes for the rest! I was like, are you serious? What the hell? Rest Kingdra in the... oh, God. Absolutely insane. He's going to rest, get all his HP back, as I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. If I'd have gone for a Tail Glow there, that would have been incredible. But I did not. I go for the Dazzling Gleam, it's going to do a ton of damage to that thing. And I'm going to lose some more HP. He's going to switch out the Kingdra at this point. He really wants to preserve that thing, understandably. And he's going to bring in Mesprit right now. As I'm going to go for another Dazzling Gleam, which is not going to do anything. I possibly predicting him to switch, and I still went for the Dazzling Gleam anyway. I possibly and probably should have gone for the Tail Glow, but I did not. Now the rain stops, and I was like, finally, we're back to some normality right now. I'll go for the Signal Beam, and I get a crit on the Mesprit, which turns out to actually be a big deal. You'll see why in a little bit. I'm going to lose some more HP. He goes for the Rain Dance again. I was like, no! I thought I just got rid of the rain and it's back up again. Turns out this is a Damp Rock Mesprit as well, so it's going to be up for 8 turns instead of 5. I'm going to go for another Signal Beam and take out that Mesprit, and that is a big deal that I killed it because I found out after the match it has Healing Wish, and he was going to Healing Wish into the Kingdra. God! My goodness. My Manaphy is a seriously low amount of HP right now. And I know this Maze can outspeed and kill me if it's timid or, you know, some speed investment. And he has the Thunder, which is obviously going to hit 100% in the rain. and it's going to take out my mana fee, which I just sacked off a mana fee there. Again, I need to stall rain turns out. I have to. Now, I bring in Rhyperior. I have to know if this guy is choiced or not. So I bring in Rhyperior to test if he's choiced. And then he reveals he has the heal bell. I was like, are you serious? So now Kingdra's not sleeping anymore. I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I'll go for Rock Slide in this Mismagius. Going to get some damage off. And it does a butt ton of damage. Absolute huge amount of damage, which is nice. Now at this point I realise I don't want to kill Mismagius. I do not want to kill Mismagius, because if I kill Mismagius, Kingdra's going to come in and sweep me. So I'm going to stall out turns. I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks. Do not want this Mismagius dying. And I see from that damage, after the leftovers recovery on Rhyperior, I can live another Shadow Ball. That's another turn I get to stall out. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm able to go in. He's going to go for another Shadow Ball, and I am going to be able to live it. And at this point, I'm going to go for the Earthquake, because I know he has Levitate, and it's not going to hit him. Anything else that I would have gone for, it would have killed him. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, and potentially, if he wanted to switch in Kingdra right then I would have Earthquaked it, and it would have killed him. So now he's going to go for the Shadow Ball again, and it's going to take out Rhyperior. Now, if I had been counting turns of rain at this point, I would have seen that there was one turn left, but I didn't. I kind of forgot to count rain turns, which was dumb, considering that was a big thing I should have done. I'm going to bring in Mew to sack it off. He's going to go for a Shadow Ball and take out Mew. And, yeah, as I said, if I'd have been counting rain turns, then I wouldn't have had to do that. But Mew goes down, and the rain is going to stop after this turn, and I was like, thank the Lord, the rain has stopped. I'm going to bring in Gallade, and I can Shadow Sneak this Mismagius and kill it, which is awesome. And now, yeah, I get off the Shadow Sneak, kill the Mismagius, and his last Pokemon is Kingdra, who I'm going to be able to outspeed, and I can kill it with a Shadow Sneak. And I was exhausted after this match. I was so, oh my goodness me. It was ridiculous. He's going to bring in the Kingdra here. And I see after the Stealth Rock damage, I can actually just kill it with Shadow Sneak. Just in case he has some crazy, like, priority or something I also not thought of. I just go for the Shadow Sneak, he's going to take out the Kingdra, and oh my god. I was so tense during that match. It was ridiculous. Joey played absolutely spectacularly. What a match from Youngster Joey. His sets were unbelievable. They were so good. He played so well around his strengths. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew he had to lead with the Charizard Y, get the Sun up. He was probably just sacking off the Zard Y to make sure he could get the Rain up later. Like, clever, Joey. Very, very well played. I don't know if I deserve the win on that one. I did get a bit of hacks. I got the crit on the Mesprit with the Sinnoh Beam, which prevented him from healing Wishing into his Kingdra, which was a big deal. Although, if I could stall out the rain turns, then I still outsped it, and I possibly could have, you know, done some work with Gallade. I could Drain Punch it, get HP back. I don't think he would have killed me with one Hydro that's not in the rain, and then, you know, but to be fair though, if I didn't get a crit on Mesprit, he could have potentially saved it for later and Rain Danced again, and then the rain would have been up, and then it would have changed things. It's too speculative to determine which way it would have gone. But as it is, we get a 2-0 victory over Youngster Joey. We're still undefeated, 3-0. Awesome. And we're at a differential of +7. We're sitting nice and powerful at the top of the Battle SubLeague. Oh my goodness. This is... Whew, that was just... It was a hell of a ride doing that match. It was amazing match though. So fun. I feel like I played okay. I was not happy with how I built my team. Looking back on it now, that was a dumb team to bring. It really was. I don't know how I forgot Swift Swim Kingdra. It's just ridiculous. I'm not happy with it, and I'm going to sort it out in future weeks. Next week, you're going to see me build a much more thought-out team, a much cleverer way to build teams next week for sure, because I was just rushing it and just was very lazy about my team building this week, and I was not happy with it. I only have one special ball, which was Mew, and his team is vast majority special attack, and I brought a Rhyperior, max physically defensive Rhyperior. Who does he have that can hurt a Rhyperior? No one. Like, it was dumb. Anyway, so we won 3-0. 3-0. We won 2-0 with 3-0 in the Battle SubLeague, sitting at the top of the table. Oh, my goodness. Next week is a big game. We're facing Jordinez. It's going to be a big match. Oh, my goodness. I'm so looking forward to it, though. It's going to be great. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you're excited to see next week's match against Jordinez, what you thought about this match. What do you think about Joey's team and his rain team that I did not see coming? Yeah, you can subscribe if you like. Keep up to date with future uploads for the Battle SubLeague and other uploads on this channel as well, such as the RhyQuinn. And you can follow me on Twitter and all that good social media stuff. And make sure to go subscribe to the Battle Subway. We'll be doing recap videos for the whole week, so you can see how this match impacts the entire league. So make sure to go do that as well. I'll see you guys next week for next week's match against Jordinez. So we'll see you guys then. Toodaloo.